If you're like me, then you like to use Ethernet cables to connect your streaming devices to your network so that they operate at the best possible speed. You have less buffering and higher quality streaming and less issues than you do with Wi-Fi. So that's my preference, and whenever possible, I do connect everything with Ethernet. For example, my Apple TV, it has an Ethernet port built in, and so that's connected to my network using Ethernet. But I also have other devices like Chromecast and the Amazon Fire Stick. Those do not have Ethernet ports built into them. They just have USB ports, but you can use an adapter like this. The power supply actually has Ethernet port built into it, and this is the Google Chromecast Ultra power supply, but this is compatible with the Fire Stick and older versions of Chromecast, not just the Chromecast Ultra. So you can use wired Ethernet to have the best performance from these devices as well. But one of the problems with Ethernet cables, if you plug and unplug devices several times, these tabs can break off. So I have a lot of broken cables, and I do have equipment to repair them. I can cut off the end and replace connector, but that becomes expensive, and also it shortens the length of the cables. It takes a fair amount of time to put a new connector on, at least it does for me, because I don't do it very often. There are other ways to deal with these broken tabs, and that's what I'm going to go over today. Hopefully this will help someone else with this sort of problem. Now I have one cable in my living room which is 100 feet long. And this cable is just for any temporary device that I want to connect to my network. That could be my laptop. If I have a visitor who needs to connect to the network at the best speed possible, then we connect the Ethernet using that cable. That cable inevitably is broken because most of the time I'll use my laptop with Wi-Fi and it's fine. But on occasion, when I need to copy several gigabytes of video data or other large files to the server or even to the internet, I prefer using the wired Ethernet because it's much faster. Now I have a gigabit network at home, so when I'm copying locally, I can copy over 110 megabytes per second. When I'm using Wi-Fi, on this same laptop, the best I can get is around 30 megabytes per second for consistent speeds. I'm doing a lot better performance-wise using Ethernet. But this cable, like many other cables that I have, the plastic tab has broken off a long time ago. And so my initial fix was to buy a connector like this and connect that here, and then get a new cable, a new shorter cable, and just connect that on the other end, and then connect this to my laptop, and that works. But this, of course, will slide out because it's not locked in here. And I could tape it or something like that, but that's not very reliable. I'll take some zip ties, wrap them around, and cinch it down so it's fairly tight and isn't going to slip. And I'll do that on the other side. And I just cinch it down, not super tight. I want to be able to slip a zip tie underneath there, as I'll show you in a moment. Okay, so now I can connect this one here. Put the zip tie through, like so. And then connect this one on the other side, and just put the zip tie right through there. And then tighten it down. I don't want to do it too tight because it's going to yank on this, and that might end up breaking the cable. So I'm just doing it so that they'll stay together nice, and I can rely on that. And just for good measure, I do one on the other side as well. All right, so with that secured this way, this is a very reliable connection, and that works. But in order to accomplish this, I need to get some zip ties, at least fairly long ones, about 10 inches, and I also need this connector here. These connectors here are not cheap. So I thought there must be a better way to deal with these little broken tabs. So what I found was online there were repair tabs you can just slide over the cable. These little clear plastic connectors. Like so. And you just slide it back far enough so that the end is on the other side of where the tab is broken, and then they stay secure. That works pretty well. There were several brands. Some were selling these. You could buy 5 of them for $5, and I felt that was ridiculous. $1 each, and I think for the convenience they feel that some people are willing to spend that much. But this was $50 for, I believe it was right around $15, and $50 is going to last me quite a while. As often as I break these tabs, I think this $50, they may last me for 20 years. And so I felt that that was a good value, and I purchased those. But what I found was it wouldn't stay in my laptop. So when I tried to plug it in, it wouldn't lock into place. You can see there, it won't lock. And I thought, wow, that's a shame, because this seems like a great idea, but it's failed on me. So as I looked at it, I thought, why doesn't this work? There's actually a little square nodule that's in place on this one area. And so the little locking mechanism, it doesn't lift up enough to lock into place because that's holding it down. Now, it may just depend on the design of the Ethernet port you're trying to plug into. And I haven't tried every type of port. For example, I haven't tried the Apple TV, but this connector, even with the little cube still on there, these lock without a problem. But really, the most important one for me is my laptop, and these will not lock to my laptop.
So I found it's pretty easy to remove them with a pair of nail clippers, and so I'm just gonna give you an example of that. Yeah, and it's not completely off. Just taking it mostly off is enough. The little tab will lock into place. Well, that ought to do it. So you can see there, it'll lift up, and that little bit there will hook under the connection, and it will lock into place nicely.
It's been a very good solution for me and my broken Ethernet cables. So I hope that this has been helpful to anyone else with a similar issue. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel, and thanks for watching.